The name of Allah Almighty, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine and enjoying this blessed month of Ramadan. Today, your teacher is right here to teach you, and we have today a revision lesson of the third chapter, and that is all about the town and city animals. According to the chapter's outline, I would make you all able to know that what is the difference between a village, town, and a city. And I'll try my best to introduce the animals who are living in the towns and cities and what are their foods. This would be my point, inshallah. And the last one, habitat. What are the homes of these animals? Okay, so we would talk all these about all these points, inshallah, in this lesson. Now, students, before starting our lesson originally, I just want to know that do you remember that I was telling you that there are three categories right here of living areas, all those areas where we used to live. These are the living areas. So there are three types of living areas. First one is village. Second one, what is the name of the second one? Yes, town, that is in between. And what about city? Yes. Now we all know that villages are smaller with less facilities, less number of roads. Okay, and basically we can say that there are around about there are round about very less roads in the village. Okay, and now I'm talking about town. It is in between the village and city. It has more facilities than the village and less than the city. Okay, it has more roads than the village but less than a city. Okay, and when a town grows well, it can become a city. Okay, now we are just concerned about what are the town animals. So you can see that we are just concerning about this area. We are just talking about this area, that what are town and city animals. Just number 2 is our basic priority. We talk about this town animals. So this is now many kinds of animals live in cities and towns. For example, dogs, cats, sparrows, rice, mice, pigeons, squirrels, foxes, cockroaches, etc., etc. So many animals are living. 1 million type of animals are present in this planet. Okay, these are the number of kinds. So you can observe that so many animals are living in the town. Some are small, some are big, so they can hunt easily in the village areas, but hunting is really difficult in the town areas. Okay, because there is a plenty of competition between the animals over there, and the food are less, and the food is less. We have a discussion here about a cat and a dog. This is all about a wild animal. Wild animals are more powerful and they have a more competition capacity. So now we have this animal. You all have an idea. This is a bird, a sparrow, which is a very common. It is located everywhere. You can find it in the village, town, and cities. Everywhere you can find this bird. Some parrots and pigeons are also present in the towns. Okay, they could be, and all those carols and all those things are also present in the towns, and you can observe them very beautifully. Some animals are there as a wild animal. Some are there in as their pets. Okay, people have so many different kinds of animals as their pets. In all those people who are living in the towns, they have different kind of cats, dogs, parrots, pigeons. All those animals are considered as their pets if they are responsible for their foods. Okay, so all those animals which are wild, this is very difficult for them to survive in a town. So town animals are living a difficult life as compared to the village animals. Okay, and the city animals are really suffering a lot just because of a lot of traffic and all, and a lot of all other things. So town animals are a little bit much better condition as compared to the animals which are living in the city. Okay, so what are the foods of town and city animals? This is the basic question, that what are they eating over there and how are they surviving? This is the basic question. Okay, so students, animals who lives in the towns and cities can't hunt their own food. Hunting is really difficult over there, just because of the more roads and more traffic as compared to the villages. So there is always an issue. Okay, so they have, you can observe that all those animals who are living in a town and a city have are not that much healthy. They have some problems regarding food. They get their food from the scraps, and they also get their food from people's dustbin or the remainings of the restaurants, all the remainings of your kitchens. All those things are considered as their food. Okay, so they used to take that. Some animals live on the trees which are in the towns and cities. Now we are talking about the habitat of the animals, where they are living, what are their basic source, what is the basic place where they can survive betterly. Okay, so animals are living specifically on the trees. For example, I'm talking about the birds. Okay, the many birds are living on on different branches which are on the trees present in the towns, specifically in the cities, in the parks and other somewhere along the road. You can see some of the trees, so that could be a habitat for all those animals. Okay, so some birds build nest in the building of towns and cities. You all have an idea that so many birds are living on the roof, on the cracks and the crevices which are present in the walls. Okay, so all those crevices can act as the habitat of the animals. You can see some pictures over here, and this is really very clear that all those birds are using the roof and these crevices for their home. They are building their nest over there. So some people put up special boxes for the birds to nest inside. This is really a very kind effort, a very kind approach that the people has placed special boxes for the birds. And this has been our teaching in Islam, that we should care the birds and we should care all the things which are around us, specifically the living things. So you can see these boxes, how cute all these boxes are. You can keep them on your roofs as well. Okay, so we have these boxes right here. Now I'm talking about the most beautiful creation. In your book, the last passage of this chapter is all about butterflies. So you all have an idea what are butterflies. Butterflies are the very fragile and very cute kind of species, and this is actually a group of animals that are present in village and town and cities. And adult butterfly feeds on the nectar of the flower. Adult means all those butterflies which are rather big in size, whose age is or I would say that a young butterfly. Okay, and not that a smaller one which is yet just hatched. Adult means fully grown up. Okay, so those butterflies used to feed on the nectar of the flower. They used to suck the nectar of the flower. And what is a nectar? Here is a question once again, that what is a nectar? Nectar is a sweet juice which has been obtained from the flowers. Okay, so they live in the parks and gardens present in the town and cities. These are the specificity a specific area for the butterflies to live on. You can see some beautiful butterflies right here. And I'm signing out with this last and beautiful slide. Stay blessed everyone, and do enjoy Ramadan, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the further lessons, inshallah. Until that, I'm signing out. Allah Hafiz, fi amanillah.
Welcome back, students, with the revision worksheet of the topic Town and City Animals. So let's get started without any further delay. Question number 1, fill in the blanks. Number 1, many kind of animals dash in towns and cities. Number 2, in the country, animals dash for their food. Number 3, some people put up special boxes for birds to dash in. Number 4, dash butterflies feed on the nectar from flowers. Number 5, house martins build some nest under dash for birds. Question number 2, read the following statement carefully and mark true or false at the end of each statement. Statement number 1, in the country many animals hunt for their food. Question number 2, statement 2, pigeons and house sparrows live on building in towns and cities. Number 3, house martins do not build nest under house roofs. Number 4, birds cannot get their food from rubbish tips. Number 5, grey squirrels only live in towns. Now question number 3, you have to fill the missing letters in these words, okay? To complete the word. Number 1, NE-T. N-E-S-T, nest. ठीक है. Number 2, SC-APE, APS. Number 3, GA-DEN. Number 4, SQUIR-ELS, squirrels. ठीक है. So fill in the missing letters. Question number 4, unscramble the words. You have to rearrange them to make them a proper word. ठीक है. OFOD. So if we rearrange it, it will be FOOD, food. ठीक है. CSRPAS. Number 3, OCW. Number 4, RETES. And number 5, OFX, fox. Now question number 5. Answer the following questions. Number 1, how do the animals get their food in towns and cities? Number 2, how do the adult butterflies feed? Now moving on to question number 6, label the following diagram. Now in this diagram, you have to tell that what each of this picture represent, whether it's a town or it's a country or is it a village. ठीक है? So here you see just a couple of houses with trees and a cow here. ठीक है? So what will this be? In number 2, you see a few more houses with a developed road. ठीक? And in the third one, you see a very developed place with tall buildings demonstrating many stories. ठीक है? So it is a fully developed place. So what will this be? With this, we have ended our today's worksheet. All the best. If you have any question, you're more than welcome to ask them. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.